it's Becky and Billy again.
Hey.
So this time we want to talk to you about a recent conference that we went to, and what I feel like kind of has like ignited this whole process.
Absolutely. It put some fire in us for sure.
Yeah.
And what's this process?
Oh yes. Well, let me tell you about this guy back here. So we've got Will and Richie who will be with us, kind of asking some questions as we go along. So making sure that we're giving you guys all the good stuff.
That's right.
And it's the process of building our business? Is that what you're talking about?
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah. So we went to the Business Boutique with Christy Wright.
Yep.
In Nashville.
Yes.
One of our
Awesome.
favorite places.
Favorite cities would be. Yep.
So what we want to do today is kind of break down some of those things that we took away from the conference. And the way she has it set up, like there's different sections or sessions that we'll kind of talk through each of those, because to be honest with you, there were so many takeaways.
Oh my gosh, I know. We had some
So
serious
many.
writer's cramp
We
along
did.
the way because we were taking
Yes.
so many notes.
Yeah. But the biggest thing for us as we go through a conference or anything learning like that, what I personally have recognized, and I know we've talked about this, and I don't know if you guys have dealt with this, but going and getting so much information, be it an online training or like a seminar or a conference, something of that sort, like you get so fired up,
Yes.
right? And then
Yes.
what happens?
Yeah, you toss the book away. You don't even look at it.
You
You're
put it
just
in
like,
the drawer,
yeah.
you come across it again in a couple of years and going, oh yeah,
Yeah,
I remember that
to
was
that
so
conference.
good. What was it again?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so this is an effort of really kind of pulling it back out and saying, okay, like what were our takeaways?
Right.
And we want to share that with you.
Yeah, there were a ton. So it was over the course of 3 days. Thursday night was kind of the kickoff.
Yeah.
And so that one had so much energy. Everybody was really excited. They had a band. They were great.
Yeah.
So the first night was really just kind of setting the stage, I guess, for the weekend, which was it was awesome. Christy Wright spoke a lot that night.
Yeah.
And she kind of, again, set the stage for us.
She
it was
did.
really good.
Yeah.
So Becky, go ahead and I'll kind of talk about some of the things I took away from that. So let me look at my phone a little bit, but I'm taking some notes away that we talked about.
And I'm going to be looking at the book, so if you guys see us looking down, don't think we haven't forgotten about you.
Right.
So I actually went to the conference the year before.
Right, and that's why we went. Actually.
Yeah, remember? So we had, I went with a friend of mine from Virginia who was building her business, and I at that point was building my coaching business. So it was good for me to kind of see like some of the changes that had been going on, but also like just reminding myself of like some of it was the same, but for the most part it was actually a lot different.
Yeah,
so I really like that. But she kicked it off, and amazingly enough, I think like she had just had a baby like minutes before?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe not
like
minutes.
4 weeks maybe. I mean, she looked amazing too.
She did, and she was up there like just really teaching and providing a lot of really good information. She started out by talking, like, I don't know if you've ever read her book, but it's super cool if you're trying to build a business.
Oh, yeah.
What I love about it, she makes it so simplistic. She breaks it down in like her mom owned a cake shop.
Yeah, bakery.
Yeah. So she breaks it down by tiers of how to build a business.
Yes.
And I'm not going to pretend like I know each of those tiers.
Right.
I don't. I know the bottom one is the foundation.
Right.
Build
Build your foundation.
Build a foundation. But like I think that it was really good because by having that broken down has really helped us.
Oh, absolutely.
To start kind of diving into like each of those, and we're still working through it.
Yeah, and that's really a good point, Becky, because also, and we'll talk about this later, but we took the Enneagram test, right?
Oh, we got to start here.
I love the Enneagram. So everybody that walks in my house, Richie said, has to take the test. But I'm a 7, so what I like to do is start a bunch of things, and then sometimes the execution piece kind of falls short. So what this really does, though, is it really puts that, into basic steps, like Becky said, that, it can keep me grounded and not make me run in 1,000 different directions. That's what I really liked about it, because a lot of times when you see business plans, they're really just kind of complicated.
Yeah.
And hers is literally 4 steps. So
And
that's
it's
why I love
fun.
it. Yeah, and it is, and it's cute. It's like a cake.
Yeah.
So it's super cute and it's super easy. So
Absolutely. Yeah.
I really like that.
So, yeah, the first night was really just kind of like setting the stage, and then she really did like talk about like your foundation and kind of building your business. Like, why are you, what's your why?
Yeah.
Talk to you about like doing some dreaming and really doing some visionary.
Yeah.
Goal setting. I think
Yes.
mission statements were really good. So,
Mhm.
and these are things too that we'll be continuing
Yes,
to talk
we'll
to you guys
expand
about.
upon all these things. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Oh, she talked about values that night too.
Yeah, that was
That's
good.
one of my all-time favorites.
That was really good. One thing too in the can I see my book for a second?
course you can.
I'm sorry. So I wanted to just talk about this really quick. This is part 2. So part 1, Becky mentioned, was building the foundation,
Mm-hmm.
and in part 2, the second tier was really making it yours.
Oh,
And she
yeah.
asked some questions in that I really want to expand on for just a second, because I think, again, I'm a 7, so I'm all over the place. But so this is what I used to do a lot. A friend of mine started a company of flipping houses. And I was like, oh, I want to do that. I can totally do that. No, I can't. Like, I know nothing about flipping houses. I know nothing about design.
Now, come on, I could see you like totally going in
I
there
could try.
with your
Yeah, I
earrings
could try.
and, like-
Yeah, my little hard hat. But so she asked some questions I think that are fabulous. So when you're thinking about starting a business, what do you really enjoy? So design, I don't really enjoy that. I mean, it sounds fun, but I don't really enjoy that. Then cleaning, I don't enjoy that either.
Oh.
So,
Thanks to the audience. on that one.
yeah, the peanut gallery. So what is effortless for you? I thought
Yeah.
that was really good
That's
because, I love training. That's one of my fortes. I love that.
Yeah.
It does come effortlessly for me. But I hadn't really thought about that before. Even as starting a side business, I was like, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
But it was effortless. Then what gives you energy?
Mm-hmm.
That's a really good one.
That's super good.
Yeah.
It's so
Cleaning
funny.
doesn't give me energy.
No, not so much. What's so funny about that is even yesterday, as we did one of our sessions
Yes.
with an organization, like we literally came out of there and we were like, we've just worked for like the last 4, 5, 6, 8 hours,
Right.
and we were like, what's next?
Yeah, we're
like,
slapping
we had
high
so
fives.
much
Yeah, it
energy.
was so
It was
fun.
a full day.
It
It was
was
a full
yeah.
day, yes.
Yeah. So then, what do others tell you that you're really good at?
Ooh.
That was good.
Yeah.
Because if you're, and then again, this is trying to find your strengths. So what
Right.
are you good at?
Yeah.
And then lastly, just where do you excel? So I thought those were really good
That is
because,
really good feeling.
a lot of people want to start businesses. There are more small businesses in America than there have ever been.
Yes.
And so you should find the business that's right for you, though, and that fits into your strengths.
Yeah.
And I thought that was really good. That was kind of high level of 2 of the business tiers. But if you want to learn more, we really encourage you to to go to the conference. First of all,
Absolutely.
Business Boutique. It was life changing.
Yeah, it's
for
really,
me.
really good.
It was amazing. She has a book,
Yeah.
Business Boutique as well. And she has a podcast that's amazing. She
Yeah.
has great speakers. It's really, really good. And I just, find that mentor for yourself.
For sure.
If you don't have somebody, go on YouTube, check somebody out. She's a great resource. There are so many out there that you can utilize.
Yeah, I think too, like Billy, even as we start talking about that, I think about like, I think I can see this in both building a business, developing yourself, but it's also about like continue to build that mentorship.
Yes.
Whether it's somebody like right beside you,
Mhm.
or like one thing that Will and I do a lot, and I know you guys do it a lot now too, is like find somebody that you're passionate about on like a podcast
Yes.
or like Billy said, like YouTube, and like kind of own them as you don't have to like call them up and be like, yo,
Right.
you're my mentor.
Yeah, exactly. No,
But-
that's good. That's
right?
good. Yeah.
I mean, if you have the
If you had
guts,
that,
go
yeah.
ahead and do
Yeah.
that. But
Yeah, but we drive a lot, so that's one thing that I look forward to driving.
Right.
An hour because I'm like, oh, I get to listen to a podcast, and
Absolutely.
it's a quick hit, and I take away a ton of information,
yes.
and it doesn't cost anything.
Absolutely. We, like, as we get ready for in the morning, we're
Mhm.
always listening to a podcast, and then even on our drive to work, like, so definitely utilize that mentorship. But also, like, let us be that for you.
Yeah,
You know, if
absolutely.
you need somebody to bounce ideas off of, absolutely use this community and enjoy and ask others to join us. So be sure to like, or share.
Yeah.
And the other thing that I wanted to say that she kind of wraps up this section with is really like putting yourself out there. And I would say that that's important both in business, but also in like making an impact, breaking the cycle.
Absolutely.
Look, in all transparency, that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Right? We're being vulnerable and saying, hey, like this may or may not work.
Right.
We might move on to something else.
Yeah.
But it's okay for us to be a beginner. Like we're still having fun, right?
We are. Yeah. We get to hang out with our best friends.
Absolutely.
What's wrong with
Who doesn't want to do that?
And if you want to like know who we listen to, send us a message. We'd love to give you some recommendations for podcasts.
Definitely.
Because we've really learned a lot from who we've been listening to.
Yeah.
So we would love to give you guys some recommendations. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook. We have a website, forwardprogress.com, FOUR. And we are building a YouTube channel, so we want to make sure that you guys check us out on there as well.
Yeah. And actually, I was just thinking like we should totally do another session about that.
Absolutely.
We've got tons of ideas.
We do, and we have lots of information, even more from the book that we'd like to share with you guys. That we learned at this conference.
Absolutely. Thank you guys, and we will see you next time.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.